they locked. They're locked.
Us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out.
But why are we going all out? This is just an exhibition, man. Oh my God. We don't really talk about this anime. We don't really talk about superheroes. But I'm not gonna lie. I seen this junk going crazy on the TL, man. Let's watch it. I know there's manga spoilers. I have the timestamps for what to skip there necessarily, but yeah, let's watch it. For those that don't know what this is Spider-Man versus Deku. Comment below who you think is going to win. I'm pretty sure 90% of you have seen it because, again, it was trending like shit. But I'm excited. Let's do it.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
All right, bet. Let's go.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
You know what's crazy? Just to keep pausing, LOL. My friends saw this fight on the TL. They didn't see it yet, at least. But they were, oh no, they were talking about it before it dropped. And they're like, a couple of my friends fuck with My Hero heavy. Why? I don't know, but like My Hero's like their favorite fucking anime. Say that to say, they all sat there and they're all confident Deku got these. They were literally like, anything Miles can do, Deku can do, but he has other abilities and shit. And I was like, I don't know, bruh. Nigga, Miles Morales, strong motherfucker. So I don't know who wins this. So I'm just here to learn and make my prediction right before the fight and shit. I'm probably not even gonna make a prediction. Probably just gonna
All right, let's
watch.
take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, Hulk.
Hot take, Tom Holland's the best Spider-Man. I'm gonna say it again. Hot take, Tom Holland's best Spider-Man. Outside of Miles, Miles my boy. So I got Miles at one. I fuck with Miles. Call it for what you want it to be. But when it comes to the other three, I think Tom Holland is the perfect mix. I think Garfield's a better Spider-Man. Tobey's a better Peter Parker. Tom Holland's the best of the two. Tom Holland is a perfect blend. That's how I feel.
King Green Goliaths and World.
With the suit on, Andrew. Without the suit on, Tobey. Just make the best character in general, Tom Holland.
Shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector.
Fire movie series, by the way.
Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of.
I never beat this game. I started that for you guys, and then I just never beat this game.
He even got an upgrade.
I never beat that game, bro.
Letting him see through stuff.
I gotta stop doing shit for chat. They don't let me finish
shooters.
anything.
Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man?
That's my favorite moment in that
villains
movie.
He had to face turned out to be his very own uncle. Makes family dinner so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Talk to me.
Living parents. Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye.
True.
And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that
Hell yeah. Sometimes you gotta do the shit in your style, man, your vision. And a lot of people not gonna see the vision. A lot of people gonna want you to do what works. Sometimes you just gotta do your own thing, man. Yo, how are the basketball niggas, bro? Like, at this point, it's over with. Did you think any basketball niggas converted or they just fucked off? I think a lot of them fucked off. Will not be missed.
Particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on,
Yeah.
Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric
Yeah, let's
energy
see
and
what it can do.
weaponize it,
This is where
which
I struggle.
Especially effective against
Yeah,
individuals.
this is where I struggle. So I know Miles can, I know obviously he has super strength and shit. So I know he can shock people. I know he can turn invisible, obviously get web swing, spider powers. What crazy shit can Miles Morales do?
with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff.
Oh my God.
Webbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider
The
was
fuck?
this?
It's not entirely science fiction.
He's static
Studies
shock.
have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Oh, okay.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and
Easy.
lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez,
Oh, so he
Spidey
can't
could
beat
lift
Goku.
buildings
Got
and
it.
dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was
I
going
did
to
see that. Yeah, that shit was nuts. I don't know what the exact calc. Oh, well, there it is. I don't know what any of that shit means, I'll say, but I did see that moment. That shit was nuts.
vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million.
Bro, he's black. He needs electric powers. Dreads, that haircut specifically, not just dreads, that haircut specifically. If you know, you know. I don't know if my editor knows what I'm referring to, but if you know, you know. And electric powers. I'm afraid he's correct. There's certain exceptions out there, but it's just so unbelievably true when you think about it. You can name like the 5, 6, 7 exceptions you got, and we can name like 500 black superheroes with electric powers, dog.
Tons of TNT.
It's so
He's
crazy.
getting kudos from a
It-
ton of
it's
older
actually
heroes, too,
crazy.
becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
What the
same
fuck? He got
stuff as
vibranium?
T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate
Wait,
Miles's
okay.
venom powers too.
We need lore on Deku, or is his verse just stronger? Because I'm not gonna lie, in terms of bag, what the this nigga's kind of broken. What the
him to
fuck?
better control his
He's kind of broken.
Vibranium is thinner to better
He's
fit
kinda
his
broken.
acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will
WCAT main.
overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But
Yes.
when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him
Yep, I
huge
heard about
boosts
that.
in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his
shit.
initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Yeah,
Literally,
definitely.
His universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a
Oh,
pair of
there it
spider
is!
bros.
There it is!
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider
Feats blew up a dragon, lifted most of a building, took hits from giant women, dodged missiles, touch shit.
Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people,
Yep.
spider
Pig.
spider people, a whole lot of them. Each
Spider
with their
pig.
own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This
What the
is
fuck?
what Stanley was proudest of in
Vampires. Sammy!
his favorite superhero.
That
Regardless
shit's
of who they
scary,
were, any
bro.
sort of person
Oh,
should wear the
God.
mask and do the right
That
thing.
shit's
For so long as we
that
stay
shit's
true to
scary,
ourselves
bro.
and
I'm
help others in
dying
our
by
own
it,
unique
bro.
ways,
Y'all can't tell me Sinners not a scary movie. I'm dragging the bit because y'all gonna hear me one day. Sinners is a scary fucking movie.
anyone can be a hero.
Sinners a scary movie.
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan,
All right, so this is where I'm familiar with. I'm gonna let the yap go just so we get the refresher. But this is Izuku Midoriya.
there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured.
Correct.
His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end.
Correct.
And he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
Yeah, instead of Mirio, he chose this nerdy little shit on a roof.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya.
Yeah, again, instead of Bakugo, he chose a nerdy little shit like that.
As local bully Bakugo liked to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All.
W.
This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible
what-
heights,
it was at
using it for
14:45?
smashing attacks named after specific U.S. locales.
11:45
And a soccer
then.
club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger
What was that, man?
flicks. One
What
for All
was
is
that?
the ultimate in strength enhancing quirk.
They
The
call
first
it.
time he
Who's
used
they?
it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow on
Yeah, Deku's
accident.
feats are kinda
Too
easy to
bad it
understand.
wasn't
That the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure,
Yeah,
everyone
he's
else-
kind of a psychopath for like a lot of the early part of the series. In hindsight, like I never really thought about it until like I thought about it because at the time I was like, oh, okay, let me just get into the vibe or whatever. But like, and I was like, this man Deku just religiously breaking his bones over and over and over again just to get a little kissy from the nurse. He's fucking psychotic. He's crazy.
Okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over
He's
again
crazy as
if
hell.
he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on
He's
his
crazy
hospital
as hell.
bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages,
Yep.
using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style.
Shoot style.
To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely
Why
to
is
break,
I'm thinking
Deku
like
took a
that?
page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
W
He
episode.
didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One.
WWW.
gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also
Yeah,
brace
nah,
his
Deku
arms
has a
and manually
bag,
control
chat.
his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts
Deku
of
has a
pressurized
fucking
air, he can
bag,
effectively
Chad. I'm not gonna lie.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen
Is he just a Spidey ripoff? Quirky, nerdy kid with danger sense? Hair versus spider? Hey, man. It don't matter who wins the battle. Who won the war?
lets him create a smokescreen. but he can use it at
Who
full blast to
won the
create
war?
a bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black
Yeah,
Whip
shit's
to
crack.
create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%,
Yeah, that shit's
equaling
crack.
All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it
Yeah,
to
shit's crack.
outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm.
She's just the best quick
I
scoper
think
of
I'm
all
in love.
time.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he
Oh no, they're gonna speed feed that one. Oh no. Oh no, they're gonna speed feed that one. They're gonna say that's a more impressive speed feat. That's not good. I don't know if they had a more impressive speed feat for Spider-Man earlier. I don't know if Spidey's just generically stronger anyway, so it doesn't matter, but they're going to say that's more impressive.
can go even
And I think it just is.
faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
It is,
By
yeah.
touching a target,
I
he can
think
control its speed
I think it
without
just
abiding by the
is.
laws of inertia.
That is
He
a
can
better
slow
feat.
down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him. And this is
Oh
a dude
my
who
God,
can
that
catch
shot was hard.
light-speed laser beams.
Yeah, like I said, for a lot of people that drop My Hero, I understand. I'm not a My Hero stan that's gonna tell you that I don't get it. My Hero definitely can at times be a little too with, or too overbearing with, like, if you're not a fan of like the fucking crying and shit. But it picks up, and then the fights just look good. Yeah, it picks up and the fights just look good at some point. Because you know how like My Hero for the longest time was about the narrative more than the visual fight. So like the fights, if you ranked them against like other animes, it's like fuck no. The fights do just at some point look good. So yeah, that's all I have to say for that. Now I'm not gonna sit there and tell you it's peak Hero Academia, but you know it's definitely a fun watch now. It's like calling this mid and then being like, yeah, but Solo, that's that peak shit. It's just like, I guess.
Let's have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous
it's
use,
just a fun
Deku's
anime.
body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable
Pacing's
to take
hurting
in
it now,
oxygen.
that's fair.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him, though.
I'm ready to
He's been
skip.
doing
They got
all
15
of
more
this shit
seconds and
in
I'm outta
just
here.
the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country,
Also, if you haven't seen Vigilante Deku, that is your loss.
the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength. Just
Because
as
he
they-
fights for his friends. All right, let's just go straight to the battle now. Because they say that's where they get into the manga right there. Who do I have winning? I'm trying to remember the feats that they said. I know someone in the chat said lights, faster, and speed. I'm trying to remember what light feat they gave Miles Morales. Was he dodging light? I think he was conjuring light. I don't know if he was dodging light, but I would assume he can do that. I don't know. I'm here for vibes. Let's go.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all the
Hey,
possibilities.
fuck it. Have Childish Gambino voice him. No balls.
For a death battle!
No predictions. Hell no. Some people seen this. It's free bread. Nah, fuck them. You pulled it. No bread, though.
Huh?
You're from a different universe, nigga?
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
That looks cool.
Oh, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right?
How you have Deku sound so fucking nerdy even in this?
New guy. First lesson? Don't watch the mouth. Watch the head.
Oh, what the hell?
Mine, Delaware!
Okay, that's just how we're gonna fight. All right, fuck it. Weave. Counter.
Let's try that one more time.
Oh, good move.
Guess who?
Oh.
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
Oh, shit.
You got skills, man. I like that.
Oh, shit. Oh, they locked. They're locked.
Oh, mierda.
Oh Oh no.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out.
Okay, but why are we going all out? This is just a exhibition, man.
Cause I always do my best.
Oh my God. Weave. This is W scene. This is exactly what he would do. That's in character of hell. Oh, counter. Counter. I'm gonna pause it right here before we get the resolution that's gonna trigger people. Let me be very clear. That battle, sometimes rightfully so, gets a lot of shit for irresponsible decisions on there, like who wins or whatever. But I will always have respect for this channel in the sense of, this is fucking fire that they animated like this. Oh, fuck.
Do my best.
Oh, he's locked.
I gotta do my own thing.
He's locked. No. No. No.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate spider.
It's not a quirk. It's a gum fruit. I mean, not gum fruit. Yo fruit.
Not nullification. So it's got a limit.
Oh shit. Is he just gonna outsmart him? Is Miles Morales about to get outsmarted? Ain't Miles smart too? No way. No. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna get the street sight. If they just go Deku smarter than Miles, period. Oh, that's gonna be triggering in itself. That's gonna be triggering in itself. Look like he got a Rasengan. Ooh.
Go beyond.
Oh! Oh! Damn! But he screamed. Is he dead?
Spider-Man. You really are the ultimate.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, Miles fans. It's not the fact he lost. It's the fact he lost. He hit him with the stand proud. Oh no. Oh no.
Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers.
Let's do
which
it.
matched up quite evenly.
All right, he said the
Unsurprisingly,
spoiler
given the
was
not-so-subtle inspiration
1811.
for Deku's quirks,
Or
though they
1836.
did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
Right.
This meant Miles's invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs,
Oh,
and
man.
Fudge In gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up,
Yeah, I can see the tie. If anything, I would slightly say in terms of bag, just the idea that Spider-Man would be harder to find. I might even say that Miles has the edge there, but yeah.
speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which
Right.
actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet.
Right.
Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki.
True.
Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible.
Oh,
so speed
fuck.
goes to
Yeah,
Deku.
GG's.
As for skill,
I agree.
Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending
Yeah.
gods for
Definitely
significantly
would go
longer.
Miles there.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles. And that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had he
Oh, fuck. Well, I think I just went into the spoiler. I mean, shocker of the year. Bright Protag wins.
out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is
Shocker
wearing
of the
a
century,
vibranium
Protag
suit after
wins.
all. So
Whatever.
the question wasn't necessarily who was
I don't know how he
stronger,
wins.
It was if Miles' suit was
but hey, he punches All for One day.
after all. So the question
Yeah,
wasn't
I'm not
necessarily
hurt. I'm not
who was
hurt. That's
stronger.
light.
It was if
That's
Miles'
light.
suit was tough enough to
Now if
continuously...
that Jonas said Bakugo, oh, I'd have cried. If that Jonas said Bakugo, oh, I'd have cried. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all have seen me be tight. I'd have been like, well, fuck, we just gonna read that jump, bro. I'd have. Deku defeats Todoroki. What? But nah, man, obviously he's gonna fucking fight All for One day. So yeah, who cares?
absorb Deku's blows.
When the
Muriel,
Falcon
yeah, like
protected
if
New
I,
York from that
Deku
city-destroying
killed
blast,
All Might.
it had a
What?
yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku
no, that's
defeating
fine.
All for One
That's
was
fine.
still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
Yeah, whatever.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what
Yeah,
Falcon and Black
okay.
Panther had.
So yeah,
making
I agree though. Even without that feat, I agree. Deku's definitely like boom, boom, punch, punch stronger. I definitely would say that. Like if they both had to punch a wall as hard as they can, I could see that. Now, this is not gonna be just the end of the video because unfortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you stand with, confession time, I've seen a lot going on with this fight. And for a while, I thought Deku even lost the fight because Deku is getting cooked on the timeline. Now, I promise you, all I see is his picture and then a picture of someone else. I don't know what the joke is because anytime I saw his picture, I scrolled past. But before I even look at what those memes are, and chat probably will help guide me to them, I've seen Caleb City getting cooked, so I want to hear what he said, because I've seen someone say, once again, I'm reminded of the insane illiteracy and sheer hatred people hold against Deku for no real reason. I want to see this. What Caleb say?
Trained to master it at his Hero Academia.
Oh, shit.
All Might never had to train that way, by the way, folks. Shit's dumb as hell. All Might, and by the way, you look like that too. Let's go back. Let's go back to that. This is what he looked like before he got One for All. This is what he looked like before he had One for All, right? Right here. This skinny nigga. Didn't have to train at all. He was using this shit pretty much 100%, and I don't like Deku. He probably has one of the most annoying personalities out of anybody who has gained super strength.
Okay, I was about to say, at first, it may be a bit of misunderstanding there, but it's not necessarily hate. Misunderstanding is the fact, oh, Mike definitely had to train. That's just not true. But in terms of not liking Deku, I gotta hear the reason, man. Deku's not dislikable. But yeah, no, I would just like to hear why Deku is hateable necessarily, because if you're all big on the crying thing, in the later seasons, he doesn't necessarily cry too much. A lot of people think My Hero peaked in 1 through 4, but I don't know. The shit that they're doing right now is pretty cool to me. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't find Deku as annoying. I never did find him as annoying, but then this is probably like cut from the same cloth as some people think that like Armin's just like a crybaby annoying thing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe y'all just don't like seeing anybody cry, per se. But yeah.
Who has gained super strength.
Say that again.
If you don't beat this little bitch, I will lose my mind.
Well, I will say about that, Deku being a little bitch, you could just like Spider-Man more. Calling him a bitch is crazy, but it's a cartoon, one. And then two, niggas do like Spider-Man more, so. Proceed.
I will lose my mind.
Insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense,
What else
which
he say?
has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility
Imagine saving the world and doing everything for humanity, and now you work as a fucking teacher.
was harder for
You know what's crazy? I saw those memes, bro. I saw those. That's the one thing I got spoiled on. When it's all said and done, I did get spoiled on essentially like he literally puts the fries in the bag type shit. I unfortunately did see that panel or whatever because it was such a meme. So, oh man. I like the My Hero spoilers. I don't know. My Hero spoilers are weird. I don't know how we get to the resolution, but Like, I know of the fact that one, obviously the big bad won't win, and then two, Deku ends up putting fries in a bag. So that's funny as shit. Oh, in the comments, he even acknowledges that that Dante wasn't really hating. The hatred was towards Caleb. Oh, okay. Even if you're annoyed, all right, let's see. Deku is just an annoying MC. Even if it's the crying you're annoyed by, I don't really see how much it'd be a problem past season 1. Yeah, I agree with him there. Once you're past season 1, it's whatever. Yeah. Well, once you get past that, it's whatever. But people don't have to like Deku. And I even seen people saying, yeah, he must be washed. That used to be my goat. People don't have to like Deku, and then people don't have to agree with every anime take you have out there. Like, for the love of God, we just got done doing a Vegeta fights tier list, and a good amount, if not half of my chat, likes Vegeta versus Topo. I think they're fucking ludicrous for that. But does that mean I fell off because I don't like your that weird ass fight, that bullshit ass fight? It's kind of crazy. Caleb spoke on it on a tweet. Oh, hold on. Before we see the memes, last thing for the memes. Out of context, but all I said about Deku in this clip is that I don't like him. His personality is annoying. That is not for no reason. On stream, I explained in great detail, but yeah, I'm in season 7. I'm allowed to not like the character. He said, but for all I was being hyperbolic when talking about his appearance. I just meant he wasn't bulky. I clarified when chat sent something. Now, the 100% right away comment was just me misconstruing this clip because this was ages ago, but chat talked about it. And here are some young All Might examples that I was exaggerating. On stream, it wasn't serious enough to pull up photos, but on video, it just looks like I'm confidently talking on my ass. But yes, I still don't like Deku. Yeah, that kind of tracks. That's just how it is being a streamer, and that's how it is being clipped up. Even then, I originally was like, yeah, I mean, he's just wrong there. Maybe misunderstood, but that's why I didn't just go out there, yeah, Caleb said he's a bitch. You understand that? Because that's just how it is, bro. Shout out Caleb, man. But that's what the internet does. That's what My Hero fans do in particular. Well, no, because My Hero fans do it. Dragon Ball fans do it. Nard fans do it. Especially One Piece fans do it. Really, all anime fans do it, but there's levels, and My Hero is up that upper echelon of levels. So, yeah. But alas, let's look up Deku on Twitter, because these memes have been all over the fucking place. I don't even understand all the memes, but they're out here. So I've seen this. I've seen some shit like this. It'll be like, huff, bring me more street tears. Daredevil, Black Widow, where are you? This is fucking crazy. The memes spoil even more. Yeah. Apparently it's just some head ass shit. But essentially the memes are like some shit like, I don't know how a character wins. And yet he is the talk of the town, the clown one of the town. That's why ultimately I relate to My Hero fans. We're like, damn, bro, Deku is overhated. I agree. Deku is overhated. Twitter chat's probably right. I probably shouldn't dive too deep into him because of spoilers. At the end of the day, My Hero is cool. Deku is not that bad. Spider-Man is literally one of the most lovable characters of all time. So I'm not surprised that this is the reaction. I do think Deku's overhated. I don't really know or care who wins the fight necessarily. It's just funny seeing that initially, I remember when the fight hadn't dropped yet and everybody was like, man, Miles gonna beat the fuck out of him. These nerds are gonna get it or whatever. Then he lost, and the cool kids are kind of doing the nerd shit because the nerds, you would think it'd be the nerds that are sitting there power scaling, doing this, that, and the third, but it's actually the Miles Morales niggas that think they're cool, mind you. You're cool and your goat is Spider-Man. None of us are cool, dog. We're on Twitter. But yeah, like the cool guys are actually out there weaving harder than the niggas that are standing Izuku Midoriya right now. It's kind of crazy. But my thoughts on the fight, obviously it was a fun little fight. Not peak death battle, but it definitely was a fun fight. Definitely had some, I think it was rationally thought out. Even if you think that Spider-Man wins, it probably has a couple of debunks out there that are saying this is why Spider-Man wins. But at least in terms of what evidence they provided, unless they're being slick and not providing all evidence, it was pretty logical, pretty sound. I don't have an issue with that. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have an issue with that. It was trending for a reason. It's been your boy Sage. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. I'm going to see you next time, man.